We usually celebrate our number countdown with players that have worn number 20. Instead, we're going to talk about 2020 vision and whether some kind of foggy issues at the beginning of spring camp are now becoming more in focus.
Okay.
Are we getting closer to 2020 vision? Don't look into the sun in an eclipse without the special glasses like Harold did. Protect the peepers at all times. First issue for you, Harold. Is Marcus Stroman's role, which was a little blurry at the start of camp, is it becoming more in focus for the Yankees?
Well, the way things are going, he might be opening day starter. Yeah, it's coming into focus. He's in that rotation. He's going to get his work in. He's building up to be a starter. Said, I'm not leaving, I am a starter. And this is why you carry extra protection for yourself.
No doubt, no doubt. I think it's become pretty clear he's in the starting rotation here. Let's keep you in the AL East for the next one. The Mountain is healthy. Felix Bautista, is his workload for the season coming more into focus as opening day approaches?
No, I would say no on the workload because we don't know yet how much they're going to use him. But he will be being used. And I think it's going to be low, a slow build up to the postseason.
Okay. The Orioles are being mentioned as one of the suitors for our next player as you take a look at Bautista's numbers between 22 and 23, and then the rest of the bullpen core and what they did in his absence, largely in 2024, but that's when they were all healthy together. Yeah. So Sandy Alcantara has been on everybody's watch list to see how things are going after Tommy John surgery. 3 starts now. Is his return to form from Tommy John coming into focus?
It's been complete for me. The first day he was throwing 100 in the first game. Next day he repeated it. He did it again. I don't think he is going to make it out of spring training as a Marlin.
You've been very firm on that since the start of
we're just watching too many guys fall.
Yeah.
And it's not just this guy will be back in a week or two. Guys are leaving for months.
Right. Well, the Orioles, whether or not Grayson Rodriguez is healthy, and we had that discussion earlier, they'd be a place that you could see Sandy Alcantara going because they have, as you mentioned on our call, the prospect package to make it right for the Marlins. If not Baltimore, then I would suggest the Mets are a potential destination.
You're looking at the Yankees. You're looking at the big players now. You know, if Hill's going to be out for 3-4 months, there's just a lot of clubs. But I look, this guy is rounding back into shape. When he got injured, I think it was a byproduct coming off the year he had. But he was at one point in 23 the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
And then the injury hit him, and he had the surgery, or 22, then the 23, and the injury hit, and he had the year off for surgery.
But let me ask you this, because the canvas on the deal is this, with an option year, club option year, it's 3 years at $55 million, a steal by today's standards for this kind of pitcher. Why wouldn't that still play in Miami for them to build around? In other words, do they have to deal him?
Here's the question. In 3 years' time, will they be contending? I don't think so.
Okay.
So
fair point.
You got to move him.
So you got to eat it for 3 more years for your fan base and not be competitive and keep the narrative going that we're building for the future. I mean, how many years can fans hear that without turning it off?
But we watched it happen in Chicago with the Cubs back in the Theo days, and we watched it happen in Houston under can't remember right now when Houston rebuilt all their stuff.
Yeah, right.
And then they went on this great run they're on. So that's what would be explained, I would think, down in Miami.
I get that rationale. Here's the last issue coming into focus. Is Lauren Shahadi's lack of attendance this season finally coming into focus? She's everywhere but here, it seems.
She works her tail off during the regular season.
I don't like any of you.
These ventures on the road into vacations, like dinner last night. It's not just work, cover the Yankees.
I ran the pizza at Chuck E. Cheese.
Go hang out at night with her friends.
Hey! Oh, just nothing. Just going to Morocco for the weekend. I'll see you guys next week.
My priest is calling me.
I'm sure.
Yeah, she got her own private jet. It's easy to do those things.
She'll be back. She'll be back next
on the
week.
private jet.
Yeah.